How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the walkthrough for Enotria the Last Song. We do have enough points here to use some points in the Path of Innovators, so we're going to pick up a Layer of Thorns, which is very good. Melee damage causes the attacker to sustain physical damage in return. Let's see, dealing damage with light attacks. I have plans to get certain skills here, so that one is good, but we're going to grab dealing damage with a weapon briefly increases your physical defense. Grab that. And then this is 20. We are going to grab this. Perfectly pairing an attack heals you for a portion of your maximum health. Effective improved when you're low on health. Health above a certain threshold, your physical defense is increased. We're going to grab that as well. But yeah, for now, that's all we can grab. However, we will load those up. Well, remember to go into your loadout after you get some new ones that you want to use and put those in here. So we're going to grab Layer of Thorns and yep. And we could also, let's see. Yeah, nothing else we can throw in here for now. Okay. Alright, so let's head out into the field of beginnings. Very, very great scenery in this game. Very bright and sunny, and the second region, you're going to need to put sunglasses on because it's so bright. But great to see a Soulsike that is not dark and dreary all the time. As far as breakable stuff, you do want to, like any other Souls game, you do want to roll into everything, break everything, because there are some compendium entries that I found at the end of my first playthrough that were hidden behind barrels and stuff like that. Very, very sneaky. Okay, so ephesite fragments are for weapon upgrades. There are two types. There are unraveled ephesite and regular ephesite. For special and regular weapons. To look at our inventory here on the stuff that we've picked up. Song of Return is going to relinquish your Memoria and take you back to a reality knot. The Armarnia Amber is our healing flask. Cobblestone, throw to enemies to pull them. Armarnia Sap is pretty good. You can get like a Bloodborne type regain system. You use that if you're in a tight spot, and you get health back when you hit an enemy. Invigorating Minestrone. It's a thick soup with invigorating flavor, capable of clearing the effects of dizzy. And its build up will face a lot of dizzy enemies in this area, so might want to keep that on hand. And then Old Forks, you can throw to pull enemies as well, deal some damage. So. Yeah, these torch guys. Big combo chain there. These are the gardeners. These are the first time you're going to want to farm up. In fact, we're going to be doing that because we're going to be using their mask once we're able to recreate it. They will drop mask shards, and then you can it will automatically craft the mask. So you want to take out that guy first because he's ranged. This guy. Now we got this guy. Yep. Careful with that, he's got Viz on his weapon. take a few to get used to the enemy attacks. But once you do, even if you're not a parry-centric player, you know, we'll get skills that will unravel, or we already have that unravel the enemy once you dodge. So dodging is effective as well. I'm just a person that likes to parry everything. Okay, so you see here what I was saying in the last episode. Got an entry now for killing 2 gardeners. So the more you ramp up and kill those, you'll get more entries in the compendium. So to show that off, so these are your tutorials. Oh, it's here. People at Quinta. So you need to kind of keep an eye on the names of the enemy types, so you can kind of keep track of, you know, which ones you have to kill in a certain area. So flawed vessel of change, we have 1, 2, 3. Force of change, you're going to get another one in New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2. The townsfolk, we have the townsperson. Those are the torch guys, and then the gardener. Alright. So up here, we're gonna have a beefy boy, one of the lumberjacks, yet another enemy that you're gonna want to farm up to get his mask. I didn't find any huge use in his mask, so completely, I mean, obviously if you're going for the platinum, you're gonna need to get it. But I didn't really find a huge amount of use for it. And right here we get the grape cutter. So the grape cutter, you can sort this. The sorting is weird. If you do newest, it doesn't work. So do oldest. And the grape cutter, so it has innate viz on it. So the cool thing about these elemental weapons is basically you can use the mask lines that will infuse your weapon with any element. So you can infuse it with viz and get double elemental damage, or you could infuse it with something else so that you're inflicting both dizzy, you know, the dizzy status and, you know, like Fatuo or something. So you can have dual infusions on your weapons, so it's very cool. This has EE scaling and then DD. So it's considered a great sword as well. I don't know why it's telling us to swap our weapon. So yeah, this dude is it's kind of beefy. Okay, so he has innate viz. This makes him immune to viz damage, but vulnerable to Fatuo. So remember the flow chart to your health. Try infusing your weapon with Fatuo, using Fatuo lines to deal increased damage. But we don't have any. Be careful, this guy hits you. And enemies do have kind of iframes when they're getting up. He definitely hurts. Go. That's why Thorns is so good. I mistimed that last parry, but I still killed him. So Thorns is a great skill to have on if you're going for a parry-centric playstyle. And you saw that we got his shard from his mask. So we got 20 of them, and we need 200 for the mask to automatically form and craft itself. Okay, so raveled spices. These increase Ardore power for a short duration. Okay, so down here, there's some crabbies. Now, the crabs, they don't like Ardore burst very much. Yeah, see that? So, little trick for that. Lots of the little crawling enemies do not like Ardore burst very much, so effective strategy and stuff. Okay, so we got a shred of the Canovaccio. So that is an upgrade material. So it's a tattered paper fragment that were originally part of the Canovaccio, can be used to strengthen mass lines. So mass lines are upgradable, they go up to +3. And there are some very, very powerful ones. The ones that you get early on, I am not a fan of, but they do charge fast, so they are a viable option to upgrade early on and kind of get a style of play where you can spam your mass lines and get that going pretty early on. Now, another thing to note about those crabs, you can farm those early on, and they will drop what's called valuable shells. And later on, when we get to the hub, you can sell those for 2,000 memoria, which is your currency up at the top right. That's how you level up. You can sell those for 2,000 a pop with the merchant. So if you farm those up, you can get a boatload of memoria very early on. Okay, so we're gonna level up. Very nice. To 18 on the health. And Path of Innovators. Not quite enough yet to get the ones that we want. Let's see. Being hit by a mass line being used, and the mass line will charge up slightly. We do want to get to greater inner might. So let's see. Yeah, so let's do this. And do this. Okay. And we can actually put those on. So greater inner might. And I'm gonna save the other spot. Okay. Alright, so got some more farmers. Gardeners, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so you have a crossbow guy here. You can parry projectiles. I am not very good at it. Like I said, you can spam the parry button and it does work sometimes. So we got another Ephisite fragment. So no shards from him, unfortunately. So let's see. first off, we're gonna go up here. And we'll take care of the beach in a second here. We got another farmer. You want to pull him down here because there's an archer up top. Yeah, there are very fast weapons that you can kind of stun lock the enemies with. Personally, I like the big swords. They do a lot of unraveling damage and whatnot, so they are fun to use. And you know, I'm a strength boy at heart, anyway. Okay, so those are the Fearsome Wit guys. And we get another heal over there. Yeah, so there are two items. There are Harmonia expansions, which give you more healing, and then there are Harmonia amplifiers, which improve the effectiveness of your healing. So be wary of that. A lot of guys that like to throw stuff out here. And some guys up on the stage talking.
True death is not flesh, but final memory.
There are running attacks as well and jumping attacks.
The judgment. They all get dragged in tow as the last memory passes. There's no joy in a liberty granted by an empty
And
atop which cool
thought
summer
there was
shade
another
dance.
range guy. I think
There is a tantalizing side to that, no form.
they
No
can
name.
throw
No
flasks of viz at you and cause dizzy. Trying
Where
to get
there
you
is
drunk.
all and nothing.
Just be aware of that.
True peace has ran from life's relentless spotlight.
My
So we
heart
got
and
the
soul are one, dear friend. In
it's
the
a tongue
name
twister.
of this dream
Charm
beyond
that is said to
dreams,
keep,
let us not yield till
misfortune
all
at been
is but
increases life
dust
for a long
and
time.
worms.
So if you're trying
To the
to
dance
farm up mass shards and whatnot, you can utilize those. Okay, so over here, much like Lords of the Fallen, there are glyphs that can do different things in the environment. So by using Ardore burst on certain glyphs on the ground, the Maskless One can alter the immediate surroundings for a limited duration, after which everything reverts to its original place. Okay, so that is right here. They did improve the visuals on this in a recent patch. They weren't hard to miss, honestly, but like I said, the roadmap for this, they seem to be trying to make the game easier for progression and bosses and stuff like that. Like, honestly, I found this game to be pretty easy. So there is a mass line in here. Funeral slash. Can put that on after. So funeral slash. Summon an Ardore pole arm infused with the power of Fatuo and perform a powerful heavy attack. Okay, so unfortunately, what would make sense to me, unfortunately they didn't do it this way, because of the way with the path of the different elements in the path of innovators. I think, so like for instance, it would make sense to me if these slots are all 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would make sense to me if they did in the path of innovators, if they made it like you know, if you casted a mass line in slot 4, it would empower your infuse your weapon with Viz. That would make sense to me because in terms of that flowchart, or actually in slot 1, I'm sorry, in slot 1. So if slot 1 would be Viz, slot 2 would be Milano, slot 3 would be Gratia, and slot 4 would be Fatuo, based on the, you know, the little flowchart under our health bar that would kind of line up, in my opinion. I'm not sure why they didn't do that, but maybe they will. All these updates that they have. That's good. We got the sizzling torch. So the sizzling torch can afflict Fatuo. So Fatuo is very good actually. For basically what we're going to be trying to do in the walkthrough here is create a build that's very sustainable and has high survivability. Lots of healing with different methods of healing. So basically, Fatuo, if you inflict that on an enemy, and then you continue to hit them, you will gain healing off of that. However, you need to be careful if they have, you know, innate elemental damage on their weapon, like Viz or something. So that's very dangerous. Like that would, if you get hit by that, you know, that's going to lower your defenses. And you know, even if they had like Wicked, you know, you wouldn't be hitting them with a Wicked weapon because they'd be immune to that. But you get the picture. Like it, you know, like I said, the status effects have positives and negatives to them. So, but yeah, we're going to be aiming to have a Fatuo weapon so that we can have a lot of healing coming. So let's cycle back, and there's a chest with one of my favorites, coastal carpet. Good ranged option to have, and we're going to be probably leveling that right away. This one's amazing. It will knock most big enemies on their butt, so it's pretty awesome.
I wonder, is our collective fate?
So that is about it around here. We can go up the hill now.
And here I thought the darkest thing within us.
And there's another lumberjack up here. So you might think, oh, I can just sneak up on this guy. No, don't do that. There's a archer guy just waiting for you. The lumberjack is very angry that he did that. Oh, you got a 3-piece. Be careful of that. Sometimes they have a 3-piece combo. And we get an item by the tree over here, I believe. Yep. Okay. It's more harmonious sap. And these guys up here are going to say bye-bye.
Isn't Quinta wonderful?
It's saying bye-bye to the cruel world. Okay. So, just to set expectations, we're not going to be reading all the lore. If you guys want to do that, you can do it on your own or watch the Let's Play series. We did read all the lore along the way. So, so you can use that glyph to go to Quinta. However, in the demo, that wasn't over there. There's some woodwork that leads you down to the beach. I think they did that because a lot of people missed the stuff you can get down here. But you can You can either use that or you can kind of use this method here, which is what we're going to do. Shred of immeasurable memory is like consumable memoria that you can utilize. Careful with these guys, they can breathe. Let's see if we can get them to do it. They can do breath attacks. Guess he's not good. I think the guy lower on the beach will do it. Okay, so those guys are half-eaten actors. And we do have another lumberjack down here. What's out there? Okay, so this guy can do a breath attack. Guess he's not gonna do it either. Just waiting for the lumberjack to come over. Curly guy's making good headway over here. Yeah, there you go. Breath attacks are super good in the game. Do a lot of damage. Pretty much melt enemy health bars. Wouldn't be surprised if they get nerfed. Honestly. Okay, more unraveled spices. There's a item around the corner here. We will definitely be utilizing a breath attack for sure in our arsenal. Okay, so there's the unraveled epicite that I spoke about in the last episode. You will get a ton of upgrade materials, and especially with farming masks. You will have plenty of stuff to upgrade your weapons, so don't feel that you need to save to upgrade weapons, because once you get to an anvil, if you're not happy with said weapon, you can get refunded for the materials that you used, just not the memoria. So if you try something out and you're like, not feeling this, you can get your upgrade mats back, which is super nice. Okay. So let's level up, use some more, get some more points in the Path of Innovators. Okay, almost at 20. Okay, Path of Innovators. Do have 19. Almost there. Let's see. Trying to scope out. We do want inner abundance. Yeah, at this point, I think we're gonna wait. Unless, let's see, status power. Yeah, so we're gonna wait and save up. Alright, so since we just got to this reality knot, I should mention, if you want to, I'll just show this up here. If you want to farm for this guy's gonna roll a barrel down at you. Come on. He's gonna roll a barrel down, and in the Let's Play, he shot himself, which was pretty good. He didn't do that this time though. So up here you can farm the gardener, but also this is a good spot because you can farm him and you can farm the lumberjack. Two guys right next to each other. They need to farm up to get there. And he's not feeling generous, apparently. So we will go up there and get a bunch of goodies in the next episode. But yeah, just wanted to point that out. You could kill my controller just died. 1 second. you can kill the lumberjack and kill the farmer and just go back and rest. And honestly, that is probably what I'm gonna do. So yeah, there's other spots up in the city you can do it too, but this is more convenient here with a lumberjack there and a gardener right over there. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully you're doing well. In the next one, we will continue on our journey. So stay tuned. More coming at you. Take care.